One of the best parts about playing a video game is escaping reality for a moment to experience a virtual world you may never get to see in real life. Now imagine if your job is to create that world. That is exactly what historian Raphaël Weyland does for a living. This is his job, a part of it. Raphael's research helped to develop the game Assassin's Creed Mirage. That's what you're looking at. It's a new video game set in 9th century Baghdad. Raphael is joining us now from Montreal to tell us a little bit more. What a cool job. Good morning.
Thank you, Lindsey. Really happy to be here.
Yeah, we're so happy to chat with you. So you're a historian by trade. You work with libraries, museums. How did you get involved in video games?
Well, actually, so before and after my PhD for the last 15 years, I've been working as a historian for, I would say, whoever would pay me to be a historian. So it could be libraries, it could be CBC, it could be universities. And 2 years ago, it started to be Ubisoft. So now my job title is simply a wonderfully historian.
That's really cool. So while doing your research for this game in particular, I understand you had no references of what Baghdad was like in the 9th century because the city was destroyed in the 13th century. So what did you do? Where was the starting point?
Well, we don't have a starting point as a city. The city doesn't exist. Well, Baghdad still exists, but the city of the 9th century doesn't exist anymore. But what we have are sources, written sources, travelers' logs, for instance. We have artifacts from museums, and we worked with multiple partner museums to bring these artifacts into the game. We have coins. We have, yeah, you can see it on the screen right now. We use every bit and scraps of information we can get our hands on to try to recreate a world that can feel as authentic and lived in as possible.
What was important for you to include in this game?
It was really important for me to bring the idea that Baghdad in the 9th century was a vibrant city. It was a multicultural hub, a place of science and culture and trade. It was a place where people would you would meet there an Indian astronomer and an Ethiopian diplomat and a Viking merchant. They would all meet there because it was the capital of a very large empire, very wealthy city, and they will all meet there. They would exchange goods and ideas and then bring them back home. And so Baghdad was one of the centers of the world, a very influential city, and this multicultural, vibrant aspect, this was really something I wanted to see represented in the game, and I think we managed it, so I'm really, really proud of that.
It's really unbelievable how realistic this is. I'm looking at some of the footage from the game. A really cool part about the game, Raphael, is the encyclopedia feature. How does that work?
Well, we know that our players are really interested into what we do and the history behind the game. So we created, well, I wrote 66 entries for an encyclopedia in the game. So here you see the bazaar, but we have things about table manners, we have things about maritime trade or a woman singing or something like that. And all of these entries are presented under, you have like a light bulb into the game, you can interact with it. And then these tracks open, you can read them, look at the artifacts that have been lent to us by our museum partners. And if you manage to collect all 66, you become a scholar of Baghdad, and you have a cool, really cool outfit that we designed out of a illuminated manuscript from the time. So you can go around and brag that you're now a scholar.
That's cool. Was this really fun to do for you?
It was really, really fun.
Yeah.
It's a big responsibility. Yeah. It's a lot of fun, but I was not alone in that. More than 500 people worked on that, including 200 in Canada. So yeah, it's a team endeavor, you know?
Absolutely. How many times have you played the game?
To be honest, I took vacation right after the lunch, so I played it only a couple dozens of hours. But we have people who have played that hundreds. So yeah, we know that our players are really interested in the game, and we hope that they'll continue to enjoy it.
Okay, because I have you on, and there's a lot of gamers in the room and a lot of gamers watching this right now. Any tips for anyone playing the game? Any insider scoop, insider information? Where should they be looking?
Inside information. I think you should go to the bazaar because it's my favorite place in the game. There is a little thing at the southern part of the wilderness part of the city. You can go, and there is something close to what H.P. Lovecraft did. There is a little reference there. That's a little Easter egg. You can find it in the desert. I won't say anything else, but this is a little Easter egg we put there.
I love that you mentioned that. Raphael, so good to meet you. Congratulations. The game looks beautiful. It's awesome.
Thank you so much. Happy to please.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.